Hi everyone. Hi friends. Hi Tina. Hi Kelly. Hi Mags. Hi CW. It's your first time joining the live. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Hi Vivian. Hi Peggy. Kathleen, Leah, Sharon, Montserrat, Gladys, Roman. Hello. Yeah, hello. How are we? How are we doing today? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. How are we doing? Maybe should I have the square that we're doing today nice and open? Are we so excited for our third square? Oh my gosh. We're like a quarter of the way through. Oh my gosh. Aw. Already. There we go. There we go. Showing off the square for today. How much trouble are we getting into today? I hope not much. Unless it's the fun trouble, then a ton. All of the trouble. This is my favorite stitch. This is my absolute favorite stitch. So I'm very excited to do this one today. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I am doing well. Very excited for today's square. And it is yellow chair time. I'm in my room. So from here until the beginning of May, the Saturday lives will be in here. Mr. Yarn Over Hook is teaching, so we cannot be in the office. He needs all the space. So we're going to be in here from here until May. If y'all were in the lives last spring, that was the case as well. This is where we started the lives. This is where we started. We're back in our origin space. I've had a wonderful day with my 9-month-old grandson. He's such a pleasure. Sharon, that's so sweet. Hi, Gloria. How are you? I'm so excited for today. Oh, is it cold where you are, Jenny? How are you? Oh, goodness. Okay, so I I'm very excited for today. Let me be sure everything is all set for us. Good connection. Moving my setup is always so nerve-wracking. So if there's anything that happens or goes on, like just ping me, let me know. Kelly message me. But we should be good. Should be good. And move my little setup. I'm so glad that Jade, you guys can see Jade here. I'm so glad that she's so small. Otherwise, I don't know what we would have done. But I'm so glad that she's so tiny. We probably just would have had her later live, but I'm really glad that she's tiny and I'm able to move her around. And that makes doing this so much easier. My setup is very mobile. I did not realize. So I'm really glad that I am able to still do this. Not still do this, but like I'm able to still give y'all quality. So let me know if you can't hear me or see me or we drop some frames. Just ping me like, hey, Sammy, like I can't see you. And we'll figure it out. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Knock on all the wood. I'm surrounded by wood. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a disclaimer there. Hi, hello, welcome, and welcome new friends. My name is Sammy. This is the New Year New Blanket Crochet Along, brought to you by Yarn Over Hook. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you. We would love to see what you are making. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. So happy to have you guys here. Like I said, I'm really excited for this square. This is a very simple one, and the texture is awesome. This is my favorite stitch. This is my favorite stitch because it's so simple, but it gives such a beautiful, nice, light texture. So I'm really excited for today. Thank you so much, Mags. Monster, I am knitting, but also put the washer on. Productive. I love it. I love it. Jenny, been in the 20 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Yuckies. I don't love it. It's been like over 80s here, which is just insane. It's January. I almost turned my air on. I might actually text Mr. Yarn Over Hook if he can do it during his break, because it's like already so warm in here. So if I start melting, y'all just keep crocheting, okay? You guys just keep going without me. Going without me. I've made 3 cowls with this stitch and had no idea that's what it was called. I'm excited to make a square with it. Oh, that's so fun, Mags. Yeah, so you're stacking single crochets on double crochets and double crochets on single crochets. Isn't it such a fun texture? I got down to 16 degrees here yesterday. Yuckies. Ooh, that emoji is very appropriate for that. Yuckies. It's warm in Baja too. I will hate this summer. This is weird weather. This is weird weather. I mean, last year we were dealing with the fires at this time, so I'm not complaining, but it does make me concerned for our little environment. I agree, I'm working it now. It's cold here in Georgia. Oh, okay. You're working what now? What are you working? It is. I love the way it looks. It's so fun. It's such a fun stitch. So I want to be sure to give our friends some time to get here. I know that YouTube doesn't always send out notifications, but I want to ask y'all, no fires is a vast improvement. Yes. So I'm trying not to complain too much about the weather because last year at the same time was a nightmare. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Taylor. Welcome to the membership. Just Miss Jones, Angela, Marina, Francis, and Bonnie M. Welcome back, Bonnie M. Oh my gosh, welcome, friends, welcome. Peggy the Square. Oh, yay. You're already working it now. How's it going? Peggy jumped ahead. Peggy's like, I got it. I'm good. I'm going. I love to hear it. Taylor, how are you? Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Santa Taylor, thank you. Are we just going to keep the Santa thing up all year? Because I kind of want to do that. It's so cold here today. Ooh. Yeah, I think like the high. Let me see what the high is today. Because I think the high is like almost 90 degrees. Let me see. Is it? Oh no, I'm being dramatic. It's only almost 80 degrees. It's hot in here. My neighbors must be running the heat. That must be it. Ugh. It's doing a curly Q. Oh, okay. Have you just started? It does curl a little bit at the beginning. Tina, you started a hexagon cardigan. How is that going? Tina's so easy. Yay! Marina, thank you, Taylor. Hi, Sammy in chat. How are you doing, Marina? Is that how it's pronounced? I'm gonna be sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Peggy, yes, second row. Yeah, it'll flatten out. It'll flatten out. If it's curling a lot, it might be too tight. Your chain might be too tight. It's so windy here last night. It felt like -14, negative. Negative? Did you mean to put that? Was that a typo? That was a typo, right? Please tell me that was a typo. Oh no, Jenny. Okay. How's everybody's squares going? Last time, but Tuesday of this week, we did the moss square. I still have to weave in my ends, and then I'm gonna block this baby. So we did the moss square. How's everybody's moss square? I don't believe you, Taylor. That's insane. That's insane. I don't ever want to live anywhere ever again where it's negative degrees. How's the moss square? Taylor, you're almost done. Great. And how are our granny squares going? I actually still only have 2 done. So I'm going to probably work on some granny squares today. Hi, Fur Mama. How are you? How have you been? Moss square is done, but it took a little while. How did it come out, Leah? How did it come out? It's okay if it took time. This is not a race. I struggled with the size of the border, but finally got it, I think. Yay! Okay, good. Is it the decreases or like going into the stitches? I nabbed the pattern as soon as you posted it. Tina, all it's done. Nice. Oh my gosh, Tina, that's awesome. I have to go back and retry my moss square. It was not bringing me joy after 15 tries. I'll revisit once I've recovered a little bit. I did finish my granny squares. I'm glad you finished your granny squares. What happened to the moss square? Leah plus 3 granny squares done. Yay! I'm done after having trouble with the single crochet sides. Was it just going into the stitch? What were the... Oh, okay, the decreases. I'm glad that y'all are learning new techniques because decreasing or increasing for a square's border is very common to even out sides of a stitch square because not all stitches are created equal. So sometimes you have to increase, sometimes you have to decrease in order to make it like get it to the count that you need for a border or for linking squares together. So it took me a second to understand like how to do the decreases and where to place them so that it didn't look bad. So I'm really glad to hear that y'all took your time with that. Going into the stitches with the carry over, I was inconsistent with making sure the color I was dropping was pulled tight. Oh, so that made the border harder. Got it. Okay. Okay. Snowwolf, you're almost done with the baby blanket. Sounds good. Wait, you're doing the cow or a baby blanket? You're almost done? You can't be almost done. We're only on the 3rd square. Can I post a photo of the knitted jumper I made? Oh, no, it's not crochet only. No, we're just crochet first. But yeah, so you can absolutely post knitted stuff. Everybody who knits posts knitted stuff all the time. The single crochet sides for the moss square, my best friend was the stitch marker. Yes, I'm glad that you use stitch markers. But here's my real issue. I didn't order enough yarn because of my own miscalculation and found out that Premier is out of basic in cream, my main color. So I noticed that when Premier runs out of yarn, they get a restock in like 2 weeks. Keep checking and make sure you put on notifications. But it's good, Leah, because I think you said that you're making it for your mom. So it's nice that you're not like on a deadline. The moss square is so nice. The moss stitches. Yay, Kathleen, I'm so glad. The friends, post pictures. I want to see. I'm almost done with the moss square. I think I need like 10 more rows. Yay. Jenny just finished my 9th granny square, but no scissors. Oh my goodness. And then Mags, what trouble are you having with the moss square? Oh, there we go. 4 hook sizes, trying every height of stitch I could, but I couldn't meet gauge no matter what I tried. Not sure what's wrong with me on that one. Were you doing it too big or too small? Jen, how are you? Saying hi to everybody. We are at the movie seeing Lord of the Rings. I saw you. How long are these extended versions? Aren't they like 4.5 hours? Wild. The sides and sometimes the bottoms of the square is like that. Always a bit of a challenge for me. But they came out okay, Kathleen. It's the granny square baby blanket. Oh, you're doing a granny square baby blanket. Very nice. Of course, Sharon. Leah, yes, happy about that. Okay, good, good. Oh, you could check Hirschner's, Leah. They sell Premiere. Too big. Mostly. Oh, too big. Huh. Interesting. And what hook size was the smallest one that you did? I would just tighten up on your tension a little bit. Maybe we're overcompensating on paying attention to our tension. Okay. So let me switch this around actually. This was the other way. Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So Kathleen, yours came out very nice. Good. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm really glad that I'm glad to hear that y'all are learning so much from this blanket. Challenging yourselves and that you guys are pushing yourselves to get the gauge down and get the square right. I'm really, really, really happy to hear that. If you guys have any questions at all or you're struggling at all, like do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can message me privately. You don't have to like put it on the timeline and let everybody know. You can message me privately and let me know if you're having trouble with the square. I'm happy to help. I want to be sure that y'all are able to get squares done. Max 4mm, I tried from very tight to very loose as I moved through the various hook sizes. So I'll figure it out eventually. Interesting. And you're using worsted weight yarn? It's smart to put it down and come back to it. This one should be very, very simple. Very simple. Okay, so what you will need is your 5mm hook. 5mm hook, and your color C, whatever color you assigned to C. Okay. This one is only in that color, so there's not going to be changing colors or anything. This is a 1-row repeat. It's very, very simple. The gauge, let me get the gauge. 4 inches, 4 inches. I'm pretty sure it's 13 stitches, 13 rows. Yep, 13 stitches, 13 rows. It's a very neutral tension, very neutral tension. It's not very easy to count the stitches in rows. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like first so that you can keep track of your stitches in rows. I highly recommend using stitch markers if you need stitch markers in order to keep count. This one does not have, does it have decreases? I don't think it has decreases. I think that's all increases. Yeah. So this one will have increases on the edges. So it's a bit easier than the decreases. I want to give you guys a reprieve. This blanket, I scheduled the squares to kind of go up and down in difficulty. We don't really go past an advanced beginner kind of difficulty. I wanted this blanket to be very accessible. But we're going to go up and down in the difficulties that do exist in this blanket. The moss square, I would say, it might have been the most. Might have been the most, actually. I'm thinking about it. The only one that's tedious is the block one. It's easy, it's just tedious because of all the ends. But the moss square, especially with regard to tension, was definitely the most difficult. The moss square was the most difficult. So I wanted to get that one out of the way and at the beginning so you guys could take your time. So I'm glad, Mags, that you decided to put it down and come back to it. Making another garter stitch scarf. Having so much fun. That's so fun, Montserrat. I love it. Y'all are working on a community blanket. I'm working now, so I've been busy. Nice. I'm glad that you were able to find a blanket to make. This one has increases in the border, so you won't have to worry too much about decreases. Make sure that you have some stitch markers, scissors, measuring tape so that you can check gauge. And I think we're good to start. Is everybody ready? Are we ready? Very excited. Okay, so I do want to show y'all. I want to show y'all what the stitches look like so that you can count and measure them. And then when we're actually stitching it up, you'll be able to see it a bit better. Okay. Alrighty, so here's the square that we're doing for today. This is the square we're doing. The biggest thing with this one is because of the alternating single crochet and double crochet, sometimes it can be a little difficult to see what row you are on. So the row as well as the counting the stitches. So it's just a matter of recognizing what is a double crochet and what is a single crochet so that you are able to keep track of where you are, especially gauge wise. So when you look at this square, you guys see this okay? Is it lagging? For some reason it's lagging on my end. Does it look okay for y'all? Okay, great. Okay, so thank you, Kelly. So for this square, there are little boxes when you look at it from far away. Why does this feel like it's lagging? That's so strange. Okay, I don't know why I feel like it keeps doing that. Let me double check this. Okay. So if you look at this square from far away, you can see little boxes. See little boxes here. The little boxes are the single crochet and double crochet combined. So it makes like cute little boxes in them. So, oh, it is looking glitchy. Okay, so hold on. Let me check on something. Why is it glitchy? Let me reset it. Or not. Okay, let me reset this. Be sure that this is okay. I know, that was strange that it was like only when I was moving the hook. Okay, how is this now? This looks better. Okay, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by technology. Okay, so when you look at this square from far away, you can see these little boxes. This is what you want to count and want to keep track of. Each box is 2 stitches. It looks so funny on camera. That's so funny. It looks almost like an optical illusion. Thank you guys so much for being so patient with me. So these boxes are created by single crochets and double crochets. Each row is a box. So that's how you can count. Every 2 rows makes a box. So you can count like from here, that's 2 stitches. And here, this is 2 rows. So you can see like that is 2 rows. So that's how you can keep track and you can keep count. Okay. What's difficult about this is it's not very easy to count it when you're just beginning. So I highly recommend stitch markers, or honestly just counting on the sides. Don't count in the middle, count down the sides. When you're doing the gauge, again, you want to check in the middle. So even if you're just starting, say you just have these 4 rows done, you're just starting it, but you want to double check your gauge. Just check it in the middle. Make sure you check it in the middle. Don't go on the edges. Make sure you check in the middle. And then you want to count your stitches to be sure that you're at 13. So 13 is going to look like those complete boxes plus half a box done. So, oops, there we go. So you want to put it in the middle, okay? So even if you only have a little bit done, you want to put your measuring tape in the middle and then go through and count. Put your 0 marker, I would say put it at the single crochet start so that you can really tell where you're at a single crochet and then a double crochet so that you can keep track of that. And then you'll count your stitches. "13. There we go, 13. Okay, so you're going to end in like the middle of a box. You'll end up ending up in the middle of a box. Okay, so yeah, I mean, get your row counter, whatever you need. Hi, Brianna. How are you? And then when you are counting rows, again, make sure that it's in the middle of your square. You always want to do your gauge in the middle of your square. And then you can count the rows. Again, each box is 2 rows. 8, 10, 12, and then half of a box, 13. Okay? So make sure that you definitely check your gauge. Okay, so making sure that we're all good. Make sure we have our water. We have scissors, stitch markers, darning needle, 5mm hook, your C assigned color, and let's begin. Let's begin. Let's have a cheers first. Cheers. You guys get your materials and let's start. Have my C color. Finding the center pull in this yarn has been, oh, thank goodness, a challenge. Oh, thank goodness. It has been a lot trying to find the center pull for this yarn. I have pulled out so much yarn in all of my other skeins. It has been a lot. Brianna, what are you working on? Congratulations on getting your half double crochet foundation chain. Dude, same with my Lion brand. I mean, it's sometimes, man, some of these skeins hate a center pull. They hate a center pull. Alrighty. So we have our C color yarn, 5mm hook. The pattern is in the description of this video, as well as in the link that is pinned at the top of the comments here. So we are going to begin with an even number of chains plus 1. For the small square, you'll need 19. For the medium square, you'll need 33. For the large square, you'll need 39. Okay, small square 19, medium square 33, large square 39. So I'm going to chain an even number plus 1. You want to be sure that your chain isn't too tight, otherwise it's going to cinch the bottom of your square. This is the case for everything, honestly. I've had to practice not crocheting my chain too tightly for projects because you end up with such a tight bottom and then the rest is like nice and flowy. The drape is like really good. Then you hit that bottom part and it's like, oh, I did my chain too tight. Just make sure you don't do your chain too tight. Water break, posture check. We already took a water break, kind of. We'll take another one. Tired of frogging chains. I'm gonna try to make a sweater for Valentine's Day. Go Brianna, go. Very nice, Snow Wolf. You totally got it. Okay, so from here, we're gonna work in the back bumps. I'm sure you guys are going to be very surprised at how easy this square is. This is a very simple square. Again, this is my favorite stitch. We're going to skip this first chain and we're going to work a single crochet in the second chain from our hook. So we'll insert our hook into that loop, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, and pull through both loops on our hook, or a single crochet. In the next chain, we're just going to do a double crochet. So we'll yarn over, insert our hook into that next chain, yarn over, and pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2 loops on your hook. Again, keeping a nice kind of neutral tension. You don't want to crochet too tight. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do another single crochet. And then in the following stitch, a double crochet. And we'll just alternate this all the way to the end. Single crochet. Double crochet. Single crochet. Double crochet. Hi Trish, how are you? Single crochet. And ending with a double crochet in that final chain. Okay, I'll pause here, let y'all catch up. Trish, you're so behind, you haven't watched the moth stitch. No worries. There are a few days between each stitch. So I'm hoping that kind of gives you guys enough time to like watch the cowl and like catch up a little bit, but take your time. This is not a deadline cowl. Your wedding ring is super pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much. So if you turn this over, you can already see the boxes starting to form here. Really, really nice. So lovely. I love this stitch. I do. This is such a fun stitch. Such a fun stitch. So this is going to be the bottom of the boxes, like that first half of like those big, nice chunky boxes that we're going to make. So you can kind of see this is that like bottom half of that. Such a fun stitch. Such a fun stitch. All right, and then once you've completed that row, hi Nitty Ann, how are you? No worries, no worries. I'm glad that you're here now. We just started. Okay, so from here, my first time with this stitch, it is fun. It's so fun. It's so fun and simple. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so from here, we finished our row ending in a double crochet. We're going to chain 1 and turn. In this first stitch, which is our double crochet, if we want, we can use 2 stitch markers so that we don't accidentally go into our chains. Mark that double crochet at the end of that row. And the single crochet at the beginning, that first stitch that we did. So we know our first stitch and our final stitch, so we don't accidentally grow. Okay? Are you recovering, Nitty Ann? So in this first stitch, we're going to start with a single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and move my stitch marker. We're going to do a single crochet into that double crochet from the previous row. The next stitch is a single crochet from the previous row. So we're going to do a double crochet. And then a single crochet in the next stitch. And a double crochet in the following. The reason why I'm smiling is because if you notice, we're stacking single crochets on double crochets and double crochets on single crochets. You will do this from henceforth. That's it. That is the griddle stitch. That's the entire stitch. You're always going to start your row with a single crochet and you're going to end your row with a double crochet every single time. So that when you turn, you're going to start again with a single crochet on that double crochet. And every time you end, you're going to end with a double crochet on that single crochet at the beginning. That was it. That is it. So I'm going to have to watch the replay. Kids are having a day today. Oh no. See you Tuesday, Gladys. Good luck today. You got it. Are there any questions on this one? Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So in the next stitch, we can see that it is a double crochet because it's sticking up. This is our double crochet. So we know we need to do a single crochet into that stitch. And then a double crochet into the following. Oh no, Trish. Keep trying, it might come through. I think the moderation is changed here on YouTube and a lot of folks' comments have not been coming through. How many do we do squares? For this square, just one. Every stitch square is just one. Your granny squares are 10. I'll have to use stitch markers because my color C is darker. Definitely use stitch markers so you don't lose the beginning stitch in your end stitch. We don't want to end up like dropping stitches or losing adding stitches because it's going to change the stitch pattern. So very, very good idea. The next stitch we have is a single crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet into that stitch. And then the next stitch is a double crochet. So we're going to do a single crochet into that stitch. And we are at our last stitch here. So we're going to end with a double crochet on top of that single crochet. So again, you will always stack single crochets on top of double crochets and double crochets on top of single crochets. I love this stitch. I love this stitch. And then from here, we'll chain one and turn. Don't do your turning chain ones too tightly. You don't want to do them too tightly because then it's going to cinch your sides. You don't want to do them too loosely or it's going to make your sides go up higher than the middle of your square. So make sure that you kind of give them a nice even tension. We just want a nice even tension with this square, okay? Sorry, friends, I've been like clearing out my chest like all week. I've just been coughing. So if you hear me mute to cough, that is why. No worries, Trish. On the link that's commented there, you'll see how many squares you need to make for each stitch. So if you forget or anything, if you go there, it'll say make 1, make 10, something like that. But all the stitches are 1. You make 1 of each of the stitch squares and 10 of the granny squares. Nidhi, add this is the griddle stitch. This is a fun stitch. Isn't it so fun? And it's so fast. It's so fast. I crocheted this square up in less than an hour. This is the 10, the size 10. The 10-inch one, the medium one. It's so simple. It's so simple. Yeah, I'm gonna showcase it here. Isn't it so pretty? I love the griddle stitch. I love the griddle stitch. It's such a fun, simple stitch with nice texture. Like when you look at it from afar, you're like, oh, what is that? I love the griddle stitch. I think it's also known as the lemon peel stitch. Let me see. I think this one is the one that's also known as the lemon peel stitch. Let me see. Yeah, the griddle stitch is also known as the lemon peel stitch. because it does kind of look like the lemon peel. Like it looks like the rind of a lemon peel. Oh, Nidhi, you gotta take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Peggy, fun, fun, fun. I'm so glad you guys enjoy this stitch. This is my favorite stitch. So I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed this stitch. I love it. I love this stitch. I think this one is great for like temperature blankets and mood tracker blankets. My first mood tracker blanket was done in this stitch, and I'm so glad that I did it. It's every time I look at that blanket, I'm like, man, that stitch is so fun. And it holds up really nicely. There are some crochet stitches I feel like over time, they flatten out. And I don't feel like this is one of those stitches. Like this keeps a nice texture over time. It really, really does. Okay, so we did our chain one. Let's move our stitch. I'm kind of bummed that I already finished my square. I'm not gonna lie, because I wish that I could do this square with y'all right now. I'm like actually kind of bummed. Ukulele girl, how are you? I just read your comment this morning. You crocheted so much last year. How have you been? How was your new year? Peggy, I love texture, right? It's so nice. So we're going to move our stitch marker so that it can be in our first stitch. This first stitch is going to be a single crochet because our last stitch here was a double crochet. So again, stacking single crochets on double crochets and double crochets on single crochets. This single crochet here, so we're going to do a double crochet. And then in this double crochet, a single crochet. And then in this single crochet, a double crochet. And repeating that all the way to the end. We love a good one row repeat. Textured stitch especially, love a good one row repeat. This is a great one row repeat. Sometimes I feel like the grit stitch, I think is maybe one of them. That's 2 rows. No, because that one's just the opposite of this. You stack single crochets on single crochets and double crochets on double crochets. But there's one, oh, I can't remember it, that you have to alternate every row. And you have to try to remember, like you have to be able to identify what the stitch was from the previous row in order to get it down. So I love this one because you don't really have to think about it. It's the same sequence every time. You start with a single crochet and you end with a double crochet every time. So good. I'm doing well, working on 5 foxes right now. I've been busy with classes and all of that, but I've finally found time to make things. I just used a similar stitch to make a possum body. Oh, that's so fun, ukulele girl. You want to finish 3 projects this year. That is so great. That's an awesome goal, Snow Wolf. Then we're at our last stitch here. So we're going to end with our double crochet, moving our stitch marker so we don't lose that last stitch. And do our double crochet. And then you'll chain 1 and turn and repeat. Look at that texture. Look at that texture. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. I love this stitch. I love this stitch. Foxes are the best. Foxes are fun. I bought the cutest pattern and I can't agree more. Ah, oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so let me get my yarn so I can crochet with y'all and give you guys some time to crochet here. Do we have any questions? Any questions on this stitch? Anything that I can show y'all before I switch cameras? Switch feeds. Yeah, switch feeds. Is that it? Where's this other square that I was working on? Oh, here it is. No, it's finished. I could have sworn I was working on another square. Oh, it must be in my other project bag. That's fine, we'll just dive into this skein. Ukulele girl, water, 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 more water in my cup. I have 2 more repeats for the moss, then border, then I can move on to today's square. Nice, very nice. I'm going to work on my granny squares. I'm excited for that. I don't know where, it must be in my other project bag. Because I know that I was working on a granny square already, and I don't think I finished it. I don't remember finishing it. I get to make one of the foxes as a B-Day gift. I'm so excited. That's so fun, ukulele girl. I cannot believe that you made 85 things last year. Wild. And most of them were gifts, right? So everybody, what is in your cup? What's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's on your hook? What are we all working on if it's not the New Year, New Blanket? If it is, you can tell me that too. I am working on granny squares. I need to finish up my 10 grannies. So this one will be my 4th-ish granny. I need to find my 3rd one that I'm working on. So this will be my 4th-ish one. And I think maybe I'll work on granny squares this weekend. Announcements, because I forgot to say the announcements at the beginning. Or notices, announcements. New video is out. Thank you so much, friends, who have already given that video so much love. I really appreciate it. So new video is out. It is about the 2020, my top 2025 projects, as well as my plans for 2026. So definitely check that out. And give it a hype if you would like. You can reach the hypes, I know, on mobile phones by swiping that little comment box. There are like 3 little dots at the top of the comment box when you're watching on mobile, and you can swipe. I don't know where it is on desktop. I think it just kind of shows up. Especially after you like the video, it shows up as an option. So thank you, friends who have already hyped up that video. There are already so many hypes on that video, and I really appreciate it. I think it said that I'm in a top 100 videos for today. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of the hypes. So definitely check that out. A new podcast from Riri came out Thursday, so give that a listen. Let me put that on here. Oops. There we go. So give that one a listen if you'd like. And a comment. I think you can still comment and rate. And next week, same schedule as usual. If you missed Stitches this week, Alexis came back. So definitely check out that recording. It was such a fun Stitches. Make sure that you check that out. And I think that that's it. I think that's all of the announcements. For Granny Square YouTube members, the last Tokyo Shopping exclusive short is up. So feel free to check that out. And I think that that's it. Leah, you've been binging season 1 of the podcast. That is so awesome. Thank you so much, Leah. Thank you. I was just thinking we need more crochet in the top 100. Give my video a hype. Give it a hype. Give it a hype. I'm honestly really proud of this video, and I'm hoping to do more like it this year. Kind of like a series. So like videos referencing videos, parts and stuff like that. And just kind of like flow of consciousness, I think is what the word is. This one, I just kind of talked, especially at the end, and it felt so good and it was so much fun. So I'm hoping to do more videos like that. I love Little Gotcha Machine. Isn't it so fun? I so regret not doing it more than once. Like while I was there filming and just shopping around, it was like, you should do that one more time. And I wish I had. I'm so bummed that I didn't. I'm so bummed that I didn't. Ukulele Girl, I love today's video so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am really proud of it. I really am. I'm really proud of that one. So feel free to check that out, friends. Let me check and see what you guys have in your cup and on your hook. Obviously the baby blanket, then my regular blanket, and my computer sleeve. Nice, Snow Wolf, you totally got it. I realized I made more. I made a bunch of stuff at work, like flowers that I gave away. Ukulele Girl, that's incredible. Incredible. Working on a celestial spiral square. Ooh, I want to see. In my cup is coffee and no crochet as my son is asleep in the lounge. It was a hot night last night. Oh, how hot was it? I've seen it's been really hot down there. I'm making a baby blanket for an expected baby due in April. Oh my gosh, congratulations to them. Water in my cup, working on an overlay mosaic throw lap yan. Very nice for mama. I'd love to see. I've been wondering how to hype. Yeah, so if you're on your phone, that's the easiest way that I know, and you just swipe the comment box. I wish that they made it a little bit more obvious. I think on desktop there's a button, but on the phone, I know if you swipe the comment box, you should be able to see it. Sharon, I'm drinking Yorkshire tea and I'm working on the Hexa cardigan for my oldest daughter. Very nice. Is that the one that you're adding buttons to? Coffee in one cup, water in the other, working on the griddle stitch. Trish, that is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I really got it hyped. Thank you. I really want to get that video up. I can get it like in the top 50. That would be awesome. I know right now it's in the top 100, which is incredible. Getting it up to the top 50 would be so, so nice. So thank you, friends. Thank you, friends, for hyping it. The content is still top tier. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. Water in your cup and sweater on your hook. I can't wait to see that one, Brianna. Tina, you have water and a New Year new blanket. It was about 21 degrees Celsius overnight. It's already 25 and it's 7 a.m. Trish, gosh, you guys stay safe. Holy cow. That is hot. That is hot. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. Have you decided what you're going to get with your Yarnies gift card? So I think I'm gonna wait until their sale this summer. I'm gonna hold on to it and wait for their sale. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some large ones. So I'm like, I want red. I definitely want a red hook. And I might get a resin. I just really like the streamline metal hooks. So I want to get some larger ones. And I think, can't remember what size I need to complete my set. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I don't know where that sneeze came from. Yeah, but I'm going to save it and wait for their sale. So I can at least get two. I want to at least get two hooks. No, this is my second Hexa cardigan this year. The year just started, Sharon. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're a crocheting machine over there. And knitting. What do you mean, second of the year? What day is it? It's the 17th. The other one is completed. My youngest daughter loves it. Fun! Sharon, you're incredible. Fanstar, I want to get through my 2 skeins of Pound of Love already, and then you'd been through one. Why are you trying to get through them? Why are you trying to get through them? How are you enjoying your hook, Taylor? Your frills hook. Isn't it so nice? It's nice. It's nice. Oh, whoops. Missed a stitch. So I can get more yarn. So I have some stash busting ideas in mind, and I'm very, very excited. YouTube members got to get a little glimpse into my next projects. I got my dice, YouTube members. I got my dice, so I'm very excited, and I'm very, very close. Y'all, I'm so close to finishing the envelope border. My wrist is killing me though. My wrist hurts, and so does like my thumb, like, you know, like right here. From doing that envelope border, I'm like gripping so tight to get into those slip stitches. I crocheted up those slip stitches way too tight, way too tight. If you ever do the envelope border, make sure you do your slip stitches loose. I thought that I did them pretty loosely. I did not. I did not. Absolutely did not. Mistakes were made. So if you end up doing the envelope border, make sure that you do those slip stitches looser than you think. But I'm so close. I'm almost to the last step, which is slip stitching the half double crochet rows that I did together. And then I can move on to the roll with it. So if you don't know what Roll With It is, TL Yarn Crafts is doing a Roll With It blanket that is corner to corner, join as you go. I love it. My father-in-law, love him. I appreciate him sending me this. Sending me a bunch of little 10-gram skeins from Lion Brand. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, what in the world am I going to do with this? And his note was so sweet. He's like, I wasn't sure what to get you, but I'm sure that you can figure out something to do with this. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. And when TL Yarn Crafts came out with the corner to corner join as you go method, and then, or video, and then said that she's going to be rolling dice to determine what color to do next, I was like, wait a minute. I have a bunch of little 10-gram, and by a bunch, I mean a bunch of little 10-gram skeins. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done with my Moo Tracker blanket border. So I'll post a picture on Yarn Over Hook. If you have not joined Yarn Over Hook, join us. It is absolutely free. You gain a beautiful, wonderful, amazing crochet community that is there to support you, to help you learn, answer questions, stuff like that. You can join for free at Yarn Over Hook. So I will post a picture there of my finished blanket and the basket of little skeins that I have along with my dice. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to like swatch my square and figure out like the hook size that I need in order to get rid of a skein per square. I feel like the blanket's going to end up a little smaller than I want it to be. So it'll probably be made for the cats. I'm actually kind of excited. I think it's going to be smaller than a Lao blanket. So it'll probably be a blanket for the cats. So I'm actually like, I'm super, super excited. I haven't crocheted a blanket for them yet. So I'm very excited. Let's see. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Nice, Snow Wolf. Go, go, go. I love it. It's the resin one. I would like to try the metal blue one or even the rose gold. Yay! Yeah, we're going to have to check out that sale together. I'm going to try and make this one without the pattern, Fox number 5 this week, but 8th one ever. Oh my gosh, ukulele girl. You think you have the pattern memorized? Don't you love that feeling? Honestly, I thought they were overrated, but I was very wrong. I found that I hold the hook better and it doesn't hurt my hands as bad. I thought the same thing, to be honest, Taylor, and I'm a believer now. I'm a furls believer now. When my son wakes up, I will be working on the bag using metallic t-shirt yarn. Trish, I want to see. My palm just felt when you mentioned it. Yeah, you guys know that feeling right here when you know you've been gripping the hook too tight? Although I have a lot of time on my hands. So far this year, I've nearly completed 2 adult hexie cardigans and a knitted jumper for my 9-month-old grandson. This year, I'm going to keep a tally on made items. And take more pictures, Sharon, because I want to see. I lost my ergonomic 3.5mm hook and my hand constantly hurts. I keep meaning to make a new handle, but ugh, you gotta do it. Make a new handle because you crochet a lot. Oh, Sammy, I got my first freebie Friday from TL Yarn Crafts, so thanks for that link. Of course. I'm glad that you signed up for it. I need to grab mine. What was it? I need to grab mine. I'll grab mine in a second. Sarah tired, apparently. I was napping. I hope you had a good nap. LOL, all my blankets end up being claimed by my dog. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. I'm really excited to make this for my cats because I know Toshi in particular is going to love it. Because that, like, the corner to corner stitch, like 3 double crochets together, gives such a nice, like, spongy texture. And he, like, loves doing mittens on my yarn. So I know he's going to love this blanket. I'm very excited for it. I just joined Yarn Over Hook. Welcome, Montserrat. Welcome. It's a lovely cardie. Someday I'll make a garment. Someday. You got it. Hexie cardie. Hexie cardie. Remember, it's a lot easier than it seems. Hexie cardie. I got my first one too, thanks to Yarn Over Hook. Yay! Friends, I'm so glad. I'm so, so glad. Yarn Over Hook is truly amazing. You guys are so great. You guys are awesome. Thank you. A cardigan. Ooh, okay. Okay, working on the moss border now. You got it, Taylor. Take your time. Use stitch markers for those decreases. Okay, I'm checking Yarn Over Hook. Oh no, I want to get the free pattern Friday first. Let me get... I'm excited. I can't believe that I didn't. I can't believe that I missed it. Ooh, the Dina Cardi. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait, I love this. DK weight friendly. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of I mean, I could do like stripes with all of the cotton yarn that I still have from Hobie. It is very pretty. Let me grab it right now. If you don't know, we're referring to TL Yarncraft's Free Pattern Friday newsletter. If you go to tlyarncrafts.com, you can find it there and sign up for it. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. Is this the griddle stitch? Wait, what stitch is this? Oh no, it's not the griddle stitch. This is a fun stitch. This is a beautiful cardigan. Oh, I love the color blocking. I love the color blocking. Oh man. Okay, let me grab it. Let me grab it before I forget. I'm telling y'all. Get those free pattern Fridays. Those free pattern Fridays. Yeah, she says it's a stash buster in it. Ah, it's so pretty. Thank you, friends, for reminding me. Oh, water break, pasta check. Unshrimp your pasta. Cheers. Oh, should we have hand stretchies? Should we do that at our water breaks now? My mom got me a heap of t-shirt yarn. She said they will make shiny plushies. Tried explaining to her you can't make plushies, so if anyone has any ideas for t-shirt yarn, would love to see. T-shirt yarn is great for bags. T-shirt yarn is honestly perfect for bags. And like if you have a pet, making little beds. But I disagree. I think that you can do amigurumi with t-shirt yarn. Kelly says she makes her frogs from t-shirt yarn. No plushies, avenge Alexis. Did you guys notice that her bee is a plushie? It's her first plush yarn. It's gonna be her first plush yarn pattern. All right. Did you guys do your hand stretchies? And wrist twirlies? That's what we'll call it. So water break, unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. Perfect. Unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. Perfect, Brianna. I love it. I'm gonna change that right now. I don't know if hopefully it'll be updated. But I'm gonna change that right now. And we'll put a crab. Yeah, we'll put a crab. That's perfect. Unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Which one is it? I'm forgetting how to do this. I forget how to do this. Is it this one? It is. Okay. So water break, posture check. And then, well, that's just what it calls. So water break. And then I'll put unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. And then we put a little crab. Perfect. I love how this has evolved. This has really evolved over time. First, it was just a water break. Then it was a posture check. Then, because of the way I said it, it sounded like, I think, Kelly, you said, it sounded like you said, unshrimp your pasta. So then we changed to that. And now we have unclaw your hands. I love it. I love it. Water break, unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. Okay, great. So that's updated. I love it. I love it. Is that a wooden prickly pear cactus sculpture behind you? It is, actually. Yeah. Our room is very kind of like fun desert themes. So it's like soft greens and pinks and yellows, and then like nice neutral, like natural brown colors. Yeah. I can't remember the designer, but you can like put these in any way you want. Oh, it says on the bottom AG Design. I think my husband got it off of Etsy. She has some really fun ones. It is. Nice eye. It's one of my favorites that my husband has got. He's always finding some fun, unique things. We have a lot of like fun, unique things around our space. Yeah, of course. Sometimes I just need a rolling pin to unstrip my pasta. Don't we all? Somebody's going to join and going to be so confused. Cooking on the crochet channel? Why are we taking our shrimp out of our pasta? Well, when my son wakes up, I will post all the colors Mom got on Yarn Over Hook. What size hook? As I'm currently using a 10mm for my bag. What size would you use to make a frog? Oh, what size do you use, Kelly? Thank you, Max. Thank you. Yay, Snowball. I love experiencing the development of our Yarn Over Hook language and culture. I feel like we're gonna soon need like a Yarn Over Hook lore page, like so that people can understand what's being said. Okay, let me do a Yarn Over Hook check. I would love to see your guys' squares and love to see what you're working on. And then Sharon, I want to see your jumper. Oh, here we go. It's the first thing. This is the knitted jumper I made. It is in Fisherman's Stitch and a pattern by, oh my gosh, the little buttons and the little tag. Sharon, that's so cute. Crop tank for my sis. Follow the free pineapple tank top guide on Ravelry. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I really like that, Brianna. Margaret, Griddle stitch next to my stack of granny squares. The yellow isn't quite as bright as it looks here. I ended up only doing 16 rows, but I adjusted my increases to make sure I still had 20 single crochet on each side, and it's 6-inch square, so I'm going with it. Very nice. Very nice, Mags. That looks so good. That came out so good. If I got around to lining my Hexie bag by Brianna K, not my best sewing work, lol, because I've never worked with satin fabric before. It's so cute and you're very pleased. Oh, Gladys had to sign out. Oh, that came out so pretty. Fun. Fun. And welcome, Mom Sarand. Let me give you a follow. Welcome. Welcome to Yarn Over Hook. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what you post. A glossary page, right? Thank you, Kelly, for the insight on your frogs. That is so funny. We need a wiki. We need to write a dictionary like Yarn Over Hook speak, lol. We do. Thank you. I will try it and give the frog to my mom. Yay, I can't wait to see your frog, Trish. Well, we can link it on the sign up page, right? So that everybody knows exactly what's going on as soon as they sign up. I'm just glad that I do actually know how to crochet. The mustard square had me wondering. Oh no. Oh no. I know, Mags, you flew through this one. So was your gauge a little bit bigger? Is that why you only did 16 rows? And that will be fine. going a little bit less, like a little bit smaller. At least you didn't do more because I don't want you to run out of yarn. It looks so good, Max. And that yellow is so fun. I love yellow. I love yellow. And I love like all shades of yellow. It was, I sized down to a 4mm hook too. I think my tension must be super loose or my yarn is a lot bigger despite being worsted. Oh, okay. Well, good adjustments. Good adjustments then. Yeah, I'm like learning that not all worsteds are created equal. That was definitely something that I learned last year, especially working on the Joby cardigan. Like the Premier Basics worsted is so thick. And I'm working with the same Premier Everyday worsted, not anti-pilling, and it's I feel like it's a smaller worsted. I really do. I feel like it's a smaller worsted. It was very different from my loops and threads. Yeah. Yeah. And loops and threads, I feel like loops and threads is not consistent either amongst our like different ones. Like loops and threads impeccable is thinner than the standard loops and threads, but they're both worsted. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I think, and I might be wrong. I might be remembering incorrectly. But Teal Yarncrafts had answered that question in a video that I watched. I think it was one of her live streams. She answered a question on what's the difference between Aran and worsted, and that when you see Aran, that's the thicker worsted. Aran is a thicker worsted. So if a yarn is categorized as Aran, it is probably thicker. And if a pattern calls for Aran, you might want to find a thicker worsted. Does anybody know? Can anybody fact check me on that? I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Because I remember being shocked and then realizing that's why I couldn't make gauge on some projects that called for Aran and not worsted. Because is it worsted or Aran worsted? Yeah. Yeah. Which is just like fascinating. Why? And that's not just a crochet thing. It's like, why? Basics is thick, but it feels softer than Red Heart. Oh, it's so nice. I really like Basics. It does pill, kind of. I've noticed like my Jovi cardigan on the inside is pilling, but I like it. It's like they just randomly go, that's close enough. Yeah, for real. In my mind, as long as it isn't plush, I'm using my 3mm. Mary Maxim says Aran yarn actually tends to be a little thicker than worsted weight. For this reason, you may also hear it being referred to heavy worsted yarn. Yes, that is also what Teal Yarncraft said, what Tony said. She said that heavy worsted can also mean Aran. Mm-hmm. Aran is thicker. Yeah, Aran is thicker. And I wish that like we could, like the fiber world can use Aran where Aran needs to be used and use worsted where it makes sense to use. Like I feel like Premier Basics should be considered Aran, but I don't think it's considered Aran. I think they say worsted on the label and categorizes it under worsted without the Aran specification on their site. I'll have to double check though. I love looking at WIP for yarns on Ravelry to compare. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's actually a really good feature on Ravelry. Yarn weights are arranged. The whole wraps per inch has a range for each yarn weight. Oh yeah. Yeah, Riri talks about that in one of her podcast episodes. And Jen says that that's what she does too. Oh, that's only 2 double crochet back there. Okay, it's not too far. Hi Maria, how are you? I have a newfound love for pastel pink as an accent color. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it is far back. Is it? Was I paying attention? So do you guys want to know my latest joyful project idea that I'm gonna do? Do you guys want to know? You want to know? Oh, fisherman's weight. Oh, interesting. For netting? Is it for nets, Kathleen? Yeah, I think I need to figure out wraps per inch for sure. Okay, are you guys ready? So I have like a fun bubblegum pink, bubblegum pink Crocs. I had gotten a coupon and I got myself some bubblegum pink Crocs and my husband some fun purple Crocs. So I love my Crocs. They are actually, I understand the hype. I get it. I get it. I used to be a Crocs hater and I got those and I was like, oh. And then being able to switch between like sports mode and what is the other mode? I can't remember. Roman, what are the modes? Roman is an expert, especially in sports mode. But being able to switch between like the band being behind my ankle or it being a slip-on, love it. Okay. Crow Crocs. So I don't know if you guys know where I'm going with this. So I know if you own Crocs, I'm sure you've heard of gibbets. So little things that you can put in the little croc holes to decorate your Crocs. I didn't realize that you can buy just the backing until like, it's like a few months ago, I think I saw this. And y'all know I have that crochet garden book with like the fun little flat like flowers and leaves that you can crochet. I want to show you guys a picture of it. You guys see where I'm going with this? Joyful projects, hashtag joyful projects 2026. I'm like really excited about this. I'm going to crochet some of those little flower designs and leaf motifs and get those little like gibbet backings and glue them on, and I'm going to crochet gibbets for my Crocs. I have so much yarn that I need to use, from my Moo Tracker blanket to like some cotton yarn that I have. I don't know. I think if I just use a small hook, I can use my worsted weight acrylic because I want to like use that. But I'm going to crochet some fun little things and make my own personalized gibbets for my Crocs. And yes, they're going to be like garden Crocs. So let me show you the book that I got. Remember, I said in the video that I want to use my books more this year. I want to actually like crochet from all of the books that I've got because I bought a lot of crochet books last year. So it's called Crochet Collage Garden, and it is by Chris Norrington. This book is so fun because it has charts and full color pages. Her patterns are very, very sweet. This is the cover of it. So you guys can like see my room. Focus camera. This is the cover. So you can see cute little flowers and leaves. Got some cherries up there. There we go. Get rid of that reflection. Oh no, those aren't cherries. That's another flower. So that's my idea. That's my idea. They're just gonna be some fun, like whimsical little garden Crocs. I'm gonna send you guys Chris Norrington's page because her stuff is so cute and fun and just like, Chris made this. Send you guys this page. I think this is everything in her book. I think is what this photo is. I love it. You can make popcorn ones as well. Now my head is spinning. I could. Like, I'm going to be watching Crocs for sales because if I can get either a white pair of Crocs or a red pair of Crocs, like a popcorn bucket, and then crochet some popcorn and put those on the gibbets, I think we can all use a little more whimsy in our lives. Yes. This is going to be like my fun whimsy project. I love that idea, Kelly. want little popcorn crocs now. I want little popcorn crocs. Okay, so let me share this with y'all. So this is the post. So crochet collage garden. Crochet collage. You spell collage? It is. Okay, great. I got it on the first go. Crochet collage garden. Yeah, check out that post. The book is so fun. The book is so fun. If we say whimsy 3 times, will we summon Alexis? I like to think so. I imagine you could make felted slippers and do color changes to make them look like Crocs. True. True. And then make magnetic gibbets. Ukulele girl. I might crochet some slippers because then I can wear them while I'm watching movies at home. I might crochet some like striped white and red slippers and then put little popcorns on them. How fun is that? How fun is that? And I'll wear them at home when we have our little movie nights. It's on my list. Don't they have to be wool though? I mean, who says? I've made some acrylic like little slippers and they held up really nicely. My only concern would be stretching. But you could like put a felt bottom. You could do a lot of things. No worries, Snow Wolf. Oh, if you wanted to felt them, yes. If you wanted to felt them. Yes. Yeah. I misread. Yeah, if you want them felted, then yes, they'd have to be wool. Kelly. Little popcorn slippers. You're terrified of natural fiber. Don't be terrified. A good gateway, like a good like entryway is cotton. I want popcorn now. I know, I want popcorn now. Love the popcorn slipper idea. I kind of want to do that now. I really want to do that now. Maybe I can make matching ones for Quentin, for Mr. Yarn Over Hook. And we can wear them while we watch movies. Okay, I might have to do that. I will check my stash and see what I have, because it would be nice if I could use my stash. And then I have that skein of yellow, white, like ice cream yarn from Lion Brand that I'm using to make popcorn for my popcorn bucket, which is going very nicely. Very, very nicely. The bottom is completely covered now. I'll post a picture later. And I know I'm going to have a lot left over. At least I think I will. So I'll be able to use that to make more popcorn. Friends. Oh, I'm so excited. I've seen slippers made from flip-flops. They look so cool. Oh, like crocheted over them? I've seen some too with like the ruffle that like, you know, like the popular like ruffle hats. I've seen flip-flops where people put ruffles on that and it's so cute. Crochet on the flip-flops. So cute. Harry Potter Kid, new subscriber here. Welcome. Thank you so much. How are you? Thank you for joining. Oh no, ukulele girl, you gotta seal your yarn, especially your natural fibers. And move it around, like stuff like that. Okay, so let me go over putting a border on this square. Now that I'm back where I was after fixing my mistake. Silly. So similar situation, we're going to single crochet around the square with chain 2 in every corner. You want to get your single crochets to your magic number so that your square matches up with all of your other squares. Okay. So, what? Oh. Okay. So once you've reached that length, so let me go over how many rows. Oh, I found a typo. Hold on. I'll have to go through and edit that. Okay, so repeat row 2 until desired length. For small, you'll do 17 rows, medium, you'll do 29, and large, you'll do 35. Once you've reached the end, then you'll chain 1 and turn. Yay, sounds good, Michelle. Drive safely. So from here, we're going to single crochet into the first stitch and all the way across. For the small square, you'll have to do some increases on your top and your bottom. You'll have to increase 3 times. So you'll have to increase 3 times, or 2 times, I'm sorry. You'll have to increase 2 times on the top and the bottom and increase 3 times on the sides. For the medium square, you don't have to do any increases on the tops and bottoms. You'll increase on the sides 3 times. And same for the large, you don't have to increase on the top and bottoms. You'll just increase on the side 3 times. Make sure that you spread them out. Spread them out. So here on this square, you can kind of see my increases here, which will of course go away once I seam the squares together and stuff, so it's not a concern. But you can kind of see, I think I have an increase here, an increase here, and an increase here. So increase is just 2 single crochets in the stitch. The only thing with this square is that double crochet. So you only want to put 1 stitch in that double crochet on the side, not 2. You just want to put 1. You can go ahead and plan for your increase to be to land on a double crochet. Then you have the space there, so that's good. But you don't want to put 2 stitches in your double crochet stitches like all the way across. Just count that row as 1. The griddle stitch isn't quite the double crochet height, that's why. The griddle stitch is like a half double crochet height. And so for half double crochet, you could either put 1 stitch in that when you're doing a border or an edge. You can either put 1 stitch in it or 2, depending on like your tension. For this one, I would say that the stitch height is like about half double crochet, and I would put only 1 single crochet per row. So that is why you only have 3 increases. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay. So from here, we're gonna move that first stitch marker into here so that we can keep track of our first stitch. And what's awesome about the medium and large is that you already have the number of stitches. So that's why you're not doing any increases or decreases for the top and the bottom. So for the medium and large squares, you'll just go straight across. For the small, you're going to increase times 2. Okay. So I'll go ahead and add an increase on this one so that we can see what that looks like. We're just going to single crochet and each stitch across. I'll do 1 increase. So I'll go ahead and put a stitch marker in here. Go ahead and like mark that as like I need to add an increase here. Okay. So we're just going to do our single crochets across. In each stitch, every stitch. And then we're at our stitch marker here. That's going to indicate where we're going to place our increase. So I'll just go ahead and put an increase in there. So then that's 2 double crochet and 1 stitch. Oh, is it out of focus? Is this a little bit better, Max? I might have been up a little too much. Is this a bit better? 445 euros? The Prada crochet bag. Is it the one with the like, it looks like raffia? Oh, I'm surprised that that's blurry. It looks clear to me. Might be a little bit out of focus. Is it? Let's see. Oh, it did get a little bit out of focus. Let me see. My camera might have moved just a little bit, so let me make some adjustments here and see what this looks like. Has it been out of focus this whole time? I hope not. Just a little enough to where I thought my eyes were just tired. A little fuzzy. It's not bad, but it's a little fuzzy. I haven't noticed it. Okay. Slightly fuzzy. Okay. I'll be sure to check that for next time. It's probably because I moved and I didn't adjust the focus. Let me see. Is this a little bit better? Oh, no worries. No worries. Is this a little bit better? It looks a little fuzzy to me. Let me see. Okay. I think that's what I can do from here. Right now, it's still like a little fuzzy. Can you guys see it okay? Ah, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that it was like that. Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So you'll increase here with 2 single crochet. So that's your increase. And then it's super simple from there. And you'll just single crochet across. All the way to the end. Oop. There we go. All the way to the end. We'll take out that stitch marker here. And then we'll chain 2 for our corner. And we'll do another single crochet in that single crochet that we were just in order to turn. Thank you so much, Santa Roman. Welcome, new friend, to the membership. Parlez-vous Crochet, welcome back. BB Ortiz, Jana, welcome back. Kayla, and Stitch a Spell, welcome, friends. Aline, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Ukulele Girl sounds good. Okay. So we're going down the sides here. So here's the double crochet. So double crochet, you'll see there's kind of like 2 entrances, 2 possible ways where you can put your stitch. Okay, because this is a double crochet stitch, it is double the height of a single crochet. But the row is not very tall, so we don't want to put 2 stitches here, otherwise we're going to be stretching our side. So what I like to do is put it at the bottom half, my single crochet at the bottom half of the double crochet. And it's perfect. Remember not to do your edges too tight, or it's going to cinch your sides. So you want to be sure to pay attention to your edges there. Then you'll just continue on to the bottom, doing the exact same thing. Let me actually put this. Yeah. So you're gonna go across in those stitches. All the way across. Again, for the medium and large square, you don't have to do any increases for the top and bottom. But for the small square, you're going to want to do 2 increases on the top and the bottom. No worries, Nidhi Ad. I'm glad that you can be here, Aline. Your hands have voted. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that this was a little blurry. It must be because I moved. Ugh, and I thought that everything would stay the way it needed to be. So sorry about that, friends. Okay, I want to work on this granny square some more. Are there any questions so far on this square, on the edge? How are we doing? How are we doing with our square? Let me see if I can adjust this camera real quick. Oh. Wait, it's clear here. Why is it fuzzy there? Well, that's strange. How does this look now? Hi, Allison. This is the griddle stitch, Aline. Does that look better? It was my camera software. My camera software did not adjust it. So there's that. Sorry, friends. Technology, man, technology. Yeah, my camera software didn't sync it because I was like, I fixed the focus and it didn't sync. It didn't sync. So we're gonna do a row to make up for that. I'm sorry, guys. The perfectionist in me is coming out right now. Roman, you take a breath. So frustrating. Okay. I want you guys to have a crystal clear tutorial. Mags, welcome to the Stitch Squad. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mags. How to stay focused on one project. Have other projects. That's my tip for that. Honestly, taking a break. Let yourself take a break. It's okay. Staying focused on one project, unless there's like a deadline or something, I think is kind of unrealistic, especially if it's a big, long project. So having little projects in between, don't start another one. Little project. Having like a little project in between, I think is honestly great. I love I'm saying the complete opposite of what everybody else is saying. Thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Crochet Queen, how are you? You're totally fine. Row 1 for medium says 32. Row 2 says 33. Oh, no. I just realized that was a typo. 32 stitches is how many stitches you should have. That is a typo in there. I don't even know how that happened. Okay, so let me let me do another row so you guys can have a crystal clear version. Good grief. Okay. So this is our double crochet that we ended with from the previous row. So we're going to start with a single crochet. And then the next stitch is a single crochet. So we're going to do a double crochet. double crochets into single crochets, and single crochets into double crochets. All the way across. You're going to start every row with a single crochet and end every row with a double crochet. Stitch marker is like making music on this board. We're going to end this row with our double crochet. Then you'll chain one and turn. You'll do the exact same thing. So, because that was out of focus, let me go over the gauge again. Okay. You guys can see the crystal clear texture. All right. So for gauge, in 4 inches by 4 inches or 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, you want 13 stitches and 13 rows. This stitch blocks really nicely. I feel like it's difficult to crochet this stitch really tightly. So it blocks really nicely. So if you're a little bit under gauge, you might be able to block it, but only a little bit, like no more than like 1/4 of an inch. If you end up with like 14 stitches instead of 13 stitches, like I wouldn't go any more than that outside of the gauge. So you're going to want to, let me get this. When I count my stitches for my square, I can already tell this is a little cinched because I had it all bunched up. I like to place my 0 marker at the edge of a single crochet. Single crochets are a little bit more identifiable than the double crochets. So I like to place my 0 next to the single crochet. And then I count the single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So this 4-inch mark here goes right to the outside edge of the double crochet. So if you started with the single crochet in your count, you want to end with that 4 being just on the outside, like just to the left of the double crochet, of a double crochet. If you start with a double crochet, then it'll be the single crochet. And then for rows, you can see this texture with how these are boxing. This box here, from here to here, that's 2 rows. I know, something got past the typo varies. You guys are so sweet. I even gosh, I can't even tell you how many times I read this pattern. I understand now. I have a lot more. I had some sympathy before because I always misspell something somewhere. But in patterns, making sure that all the numbers match and that there are no typos anywhere, I appreciate y'all for not giving me such a hard time when there's a typo. And just asking, thank you so much, Crochet Queen, for just asking, hey, is that a typo? There's a term that people use, especially during a time where, I don't know, it's folks were just canceling folks on the internet left and right, left and right, left and right. And there's an awesome phrase that was being kind of passed around called calling in instead of calling out. So you call in by hey, messaging the person privately, hey, and talking to them, letting them know, hey, so this is a little bit of a concern. I just want to check in and see what is that? Just calling in, checking in to see what blah, blah, blah. As opposed to calling out in the comments, you're wrong, blah, 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 blah. So I'm really, really, I really appreciate y'all calling in for me the typos and stuff like that. Cause yeah, I definitely have some even more sympathy to pattern writers, because those typos, they're hee hee hee, and they jump in there. So I appreciate you guys always messaging me or just commenting like, hey, is this a typo? I really do appreciate it. I don't feel a type of way when you guys do that. So I do appreciate that. Guess they unionize so they don't work on weekends. Because we'll survive and it's okay. Yes. Oh, you guys are so fun. Okay, so anyway, off of my soapbox. So this section here, 2 rows. So you can count 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then your 4 should end up in the halfway mark. The halfway mark of a row. Oops. There we go. So your 4 should end up in the halfway through, like one of those like nice blocky rows. Okay, and remember that you always do the gauge. You always do your gauge in the middle. Always do your gauge in the middle of your square. Okay? Oh my gosh, writing patterns is an art form of its own. It is. It is. It has been an interesting time. I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot. Okay. So if you guys have any questions at all, let me know about this square. I hope y'all find this square as fun and as simple as I do. This one is definitely like a mindless stitch. This one is a mindless stitch. Can I ask why you always do gauge in the middle? You always do a gauge in the middle because on the edges honestly are just not reliable. They're not reliable. You would like to branch out from your skinny scarves? So the edges are not reliable because they stretch certain ways and chains can affect them. Turning chains can affect the length of an edge. The foundation chain can affect the distance between stitches. So you don't want to measure on the edges or from the edges. You always want to go from the middle. The middle will give you the most accurate tension and gauge. So you always want to measure in the middle. How is your skinny scarf going, Roman? Yay, Taylor, I can't wait to see. Of course, of course. I feel like I can talk about gauge and tension and all of that jazz, like on and on and on and on. I've learned so much about gauge and tension and like blocking to make a project gauge, like lots and stuff, lots and lots of stuff. And like we've talked about, like gauge doesn't seem very important for like things, like say you're crocheting like a floor cushion, a blanket, a wall hanging, like stuff like that. Gauge may not seem very important. But if you're concerned about yarn chicken, do gauge. If you're concerned about it fitting in a specific space or being a specific size, gauge. If you have so much yarn, you're just trying to get rid of it, you're just kind of like crocheting along. You don't have to worry about gauge. Like, if you don't want to worry about it, you don't have to worry about it. For blankets, I have mentioned before that I don't really care about doing gauge because I kind of just like buy a bunch of yarn and go. But for something like this, where every square needs to be the same exact size, but there are so many stitch variations, like stitch variants within the blanket, gauge. Absolutely gauge. If you're doing a sampler and you want your squares to match, gauge. So, oh yay, okay, we'll do a yarn over hook check. So I told y'all that my inspiration came from a sampler blanket that I did. Oh, I wish I could remember what year I did it. I just remember finishing it during the pandemic. So I have it here. So it's this cream and green one that has been like laying here. And I didn't do a gauge. I didn't know what that was. This is like my first blanket that I like really sat and like made. Maybe my second blanket that I like sat and made. And I learned so much from this blanket when I was first learning how to crochet, especially about borders and stuff. Like, I don't know what this border is, to be honest. I just really like the front post double crochet, so I was like, I'm gonna do that. Tension is all wrong. My ends. I got an end. Look how short that end is. Oh, I love looking at first projects. But anyway, the biggest thing with this one is that my stitch squares ended up more like rectangles, and my granny squares were squares. So I didn't gauge. I crocheted my stitch squares way too tight. When I seamed everything together, I didn't realize that making sure that everything was actually the same size. So like I didn't block. I didn't know about blocking. So I didn't block anything. So when I put my stitch squares and my granny squares together, I had to stretch my stitch squares in order to fit my granny squares. So the only reason why this looks even is because I ended up putting it in the washing machine. So then my stitch squares stretched out. I learned so much with this sampler blanket, and that is why I did this blanket in a similar fashion, because I was hoping that y'all would learn a bunch from this sampler blanket, just like I learned a bunch from this sampler blanket. So I wanted to pass that on to y'all, because I can't find the pattern for this, but I learned so much. I learned so much about crochet from this blanket. I learned the front post double crochet. I learned the popcorn stitch from this one, the bobble stitch from this one. I learned that textures can be different. You can like make really fun textures by going in the back loop. I think this is my first granny square too, actually. I think this is how I learned how to do a granny square, because I'm pretty sure there are chains in between each granny square. There are. Yeah, this blanket really holds a special place in my heart. I learned so much. I learned so much from this blanket. Combining stitches. I think this is... No, this isn't the griddle stitch. Close though. So yeah, that is why. That's why. Bye, Taylor. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good luck with your griddle. Let me look at your moss stitch. Yay, your finished moss square. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Get rid of the ends. I'm not going to in this old blanket. I think Annette, have you been here this whole time? You just popped in with the ends. Edna mode, no capes. Annette, no ends. Would you recommend gauging for your average granny square blanket? Yes. If you are buying a specific amount of yarn and you want it to come out exactly like the pattern writer made theirs, gauge. If you want any project ever to come out exactly like the pattern writers, gauge. You have to match your tension to theirs if you want yours to come out exactly like theirs. And so if you're like, they said to get 800 yards of yarn and you bought exactly 800 yards of yarn, gauge. If they said 800 yards of yarn and you have 1200, maybe you can just kind of play with it and just go and see how big you get. If you're just doing a never ending forever and a day granny square blanket, infinity granny square blanket, and you have a bunch of yarn, kind of up to you if you want to gauge or not. But good question, Allison. Trish, this is the yarn Mom got me. Oh, whoa. What have people been doing with metallic t-shirt yarn? I've seen it. I think purses. I think like little purses and bags. That's like really fun. Wow, Snow Wolf, that's a big baby blanket. How big are you making it? It's so pretty though. I love the colors. Love the colors. anytime I pick up this blanket, it just makes me so happy. Makes me so, so happy. This was such a huge learning thing for me, and it like honestly brings like tears to my eyes when you guys say that you're learning stuff already from this blanket and from this cow. Cause yeah, I'm just like, I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. Because that was the experience I had making that stitch sampler blanket. And then this year's blanket, I'm already planning it. I'm already planning it. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, those Y2K purses. Yeah, yeah. They're really fun. So if you're interested in bags, Trish, in crocheting bags, I would look up like metallic t-shirt yarn purse on like the Clock app here on YouTube. And I'm sure you'll find a bunch because that's what I've been seeing. So the next square, I want to chat with y'all about the next square. The next square is going to have a crochet chart. It'll also have written instructions, but it's going to have a crochet chart. So if you want to challenge yourself in reading a chart, this would be the square to do it. There are 2 squares in this blanket that are going to have crochet charts. I want to like expand y'all's horizons, and we've been practicing on reading charts. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be some good practice. I really want to make the baigok. Oh, the donut bag. Oh, I want to make one of those too. And I have t-shirt yarn. I should just make it. I have t-shirt yarn I have to get rid of. If anyone loves this stitch and wants to make something else with it, there's a neck warmer using this stitch on Ravelry called the Hella Neck Warmer by Michelle Mooney. Max, thank you. Thank you so much for that recommendation. Now I love this square. I love this square. No worries, Trish. How did you know I need to decipher a chart? Oh, you have a chart. Have you been practicing? Have you been practicing? For those who did not know, we do have a reading crochet charts cheat sheet that is absolutely free on Yarn Over Hook. If you are interested or have been wanting to learn how to read crochet charts and you just haven't grasped it yet, this link will take you to a free PDF where it'll have a chart. Thank you so much, Kelly. I mistyped that. Where you'll have a chart with flashcards that you can print out and make and test yourself and learn how to read crochet charts. So definitely grab that. I would absolutely grab it before next Tuesday so that you can maybe challenge yourself in reading a chart. And if you have already gotten the basics crochet chart down, then you can get the second one, which is advanced crochet charts. You can get that one for free as well. And it's the same setup. It's just more advanced stitches. So make sure you grab those charts. I'm excited to try working from a chart. I have a vague understanding of them, but I'd like to learn more. Yay! Yeah, this one will have written instructions and a chart. The chart is just easier for this stitch. It's easier, and you'll see. When you see the written instructions, you'll understand why. I haven't been practicing squat. Someone tested a pattern but never released it, and I found a chart for the flower motif, so that's my next thing to conquer. Ooh, that'll be really nice. That's a nice, I think like granny squares or little motifs, those are good places to practice. Okay, let me check the gauge for this granny square to be sure that I'm good before I continue on. Wait. Okay, there. Yes. Yes, great. Moss and Griddle are both new for me, having fun. Crochet Queen, that's wonderful to hear. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And I'm glad that you're having fun with them. How did your moss square come out? Did you already finish your moss square? Yay! It did update. Water break, unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pasta. Cheers! Check your posture. Give your wrists a break and your hands a break. Oh. I'm also gonna have a little sip of my coffee. So Starbucks is trying out pistachio lattes. My husband grabbed me one, and I love it. I do. I love it. Very good. If you were thinking about getting one, it has a like fun kind of sweet, nutty taste. Very good. I love it, Brianna. Unclaw your hands and shrimp your pasta. Oh, these hand stretchies are going to be nice. Okay, so let me show you guys the next square. The square will be for Tuesday. Keep going with your granny squares. You can spread them out over the weeks for the cal. Don't feel like you have to do them all at once. You can do like 2 a week and you will be set up perfectly. If you started and did 2 on that first day, then you did 2 this week, you are on track. You're good to be done and good for seaming. Okay, so take your time. If you like 10 granny squares, that's a lot. Just spread them out. Spread them out. I've been spreading mine out. I only have 2 done. I'm gonna try and do 2 tonight, and then that'll be it. So the next square is my favorite square in this blanket. The next square is this short wave square. So you're gonna need color A and color B. Okay, whatever you assigned to B. And then color A, your main color. That's what you'll need for this short wave square. This is so fun. The texture on this is so fun. Let me see if I can get it in the mani cam. I'm sorry again for the beginning of the cowl being a little blurry. I'm glad it wasn't too bad, but definitely be sure to triple check that my software is linking next time. Okay, yeah, I think you can see it. Okay, great, Mags. Thank you. This is the short wave. Look at that texture. That's so fun. I'm very excited for this square. So this is the square that we're going to do Tuesday. So you want your main color and whatever color you assign to B. Yay! Crochet Queen, wait, did I already see it? I must have already seen it. Ooh, fancy, I went to touch it. We are still here, and welcome back. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Me tracking Sammy's list of favorite squares. Which one was the most challenging for you? The most challenging? I feel like maybe the block. And it's just because of the weaving in the ends. That was a lot. Like I said, I almost took the square out of this blanket. But this is the only square where you're going to have to weave in a bunch of ends. This is the only one. When is that one? I don't want to tell y'all. This is next week's, yeah. This is the short wave stitch. Very excited for this one. I think like the challenging one to crochet, like to write a pattern for, was this one. This is the long wave. So this one, in order to make sure that we could make a medium and a small and still keep the wave shape, that's what made this one a little difficult. But Riri and I figured it out and it is perfect. So I can't wait to do this one with y'all. This one is more towards the end of our schedule. This one is next Tuesday. So excited. Oh, so excited for this one. So you want to use color A and color B, whatever you assign to color B. Okay, color A and color B, your main color, and whatever you assign to color B for this one. Oh yeah, definitely add. Definitely. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to do this one with y'all. I need your help in keeping track here between the funny math with the whiffs and the list of favorites. I'm calling in backup. The griddle is my favorite stitch. This is my favorite square in this blanket. This is my favorite square. Is the short wave. The texture is just so fun. It's so fun. So fun. So make sure that you have that ready for Tuesday. I will try to have the pattern and the chart up on Sunday to give you guys some time to look at it and even like go over the chart with your reading a crochet chart cheat sheet. So I'll try to have this up Sunday so that you have Monday to look over it. Okay, I will do that. I'll do that for y'all. Again, check out the latest video. Thank you, friends who have already done so and given it hypes. It is honestly like my favorite video that I posted. I really enjoyed this video. So don't forget to check that out if you want some chatty chats in the background. If you want some chats in the background for this one. Where is... I think I have it here. Let me grab the link for it. While you guys are crocheting your squares, we can continue to hang out. Here it is. So it was 2025 projects, 2026 plans. The Tuesday live is at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Yes, it was with the granny squares. 4 squares had flower motifs. Oh yes! Oh yes, yes, yes! That came out so cute, and I love all the colors that you chose, Crochet Queen. Definitely check that out. If you enjoyed today's live, please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you have any questions on any of the squares, don't forget you can message me on Yarn Over Hook. If you have not joined Yarn Over Hook yet, it is our free social media for crocheters. You can join at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you and see what you are making. Don't forget to check out the latest episode of Exploration Crochet. It's a really fun episode, so don't forget to check that out. And the next live will be Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we're going to crochet the short wave, our short wave square. Keep an eye out by Sunday night for the pattern and the chart. I think that's all of the announcements. Welcome to our new members. Thank you so much to those who gifted memberships today. Thank you so much, Roman. Thank you so much, Taylor. Welcome, Jenny, to the Granny Square membership. Thank you so much, Jenny. Welcome, Mags, to the Stitch Squad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me check here to our top chatters. Mags, thank you so much. Sharon and Leah, thank you all so much for your participation. And I think that that's it. Let me do one last Yarn Over Hook check. I keep forgetting that this weekend is a holiday weekend. It's Happy Martin Luther King Day on Monday. I hope that y'all enjoy the holiday. I'm going to be doing so much crocheting and filming this weekend, so I'm very, very excited for that. I'm so excited to be almost done with my mood tracker blanket. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to almost be done with that border. and then working on my popcorn and my basket, and then starting the roll with it pattern. Oh my gosh. Let me send that to y'all. I forgot about that. Yarn Crafts. Gosh, my nose is so itchy. Yarn Crafts. Roll with it. Stress-free year-long crochet project. I probably won't spend a year on mine, because I definitely want this to be done in a decent time. But definitely check that out. Especially if you have a lot of scrap yarn that you want to get rid of, I would absolutely check that out. Quick question, serious question now. Can you have too many granny square pattern books? No, I don't think so. This is the wrong place to ask that. Max, never. Yeah, no, I love granny squares, and if there's a good granny square book, I am grabbing it. I'm grabbing it. Allison, I'm so excited to be a new part of Yarn Over Hook. Welcome, Allison. Welcome. We're excited to have you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's live. Harry Potter Kid, thank you so much for joining. Our new friends, Peggy, thank you so much. Y'all are so awesome. As always, today was amazing. Today was awesome. Today was awesome. Thanks again, Scarecrow. Oh, no, I don't think so at all. Did he add, I will post a picture after this. I will post a picture of all of the granny square like books and decks and everything that I have. I'll post a picture. Thank you, Tina. I cannot even imagine having a whip on purpose for an entire year. I mean, that's like tracker blankets. And it's tough. It is tough. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I love granny square everything, so I don't think so. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Post pictures of your squares. I'd love to see your griddle stitch squares and your moss squares. If you have any questions, again, just reach out to me on Yarn Over Hook. I will happily answer your questions. Thank you so much for letting me know about the typos. I'm gonna go fix those. You guys are awesome. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Crow slay all day, friends. And I will catch you guys Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Bye, friends. Bye, everybody. Bye. Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support. Your membership helps us to create videos just like this one. Thank you again so much for supporting the Yarn Over Hook team, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Yarn Over Hook, social media for crocheters. Create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. Join for free today at yarnoverhook.com.